So, welcome back to another episode of Frankly Speaking Sports. I'm Jack. This is
MT.
And we got a lot to get into. It's been a while since we both been on camera, but we here locking in with it. First things first, man. How you feeling today? How you been?
I cramped up a lot last night, but I'm rejuvenated now, though.
You got your hydration?
I got my hydration. Yeah, I got my hydration back.
Hey, man, this is so cool seeing this through the meta glasses. If y'all didn't know, we tapped in with the Ray-Bans.
Sponsored.
Hey, it would definitely be nice to get a nice little meta sponsorship. But yeah, anyway, so we got a lot to get into. Football this weekend, football last week. How you do with your picks?
I sucked.
My picks fucking were terrible.
I sucked.
I lost a lot of picks.
I don't know why I was going with sentiment as opposed to common sense, and it cost me because I really didn't want Jacksonville to do well with Travis Hunter, and I don't even know why I didn't. I just didn't because I was like, well, I want to just do it to suck for at least 3 or 4 games, not come out, like that. But that was the sentiment because I'm just tired of all the hype. But I kind of figured they had the better team. Mm-hmm. Picked against them anyway.
And I think they played Carolina.
Yeah.
That was a game that was kind of a game that I felt like the Panthers might fuck around and do something, mm-hmm. But I still ended up siding against Carolina because I'm like, when you look at the quarterback situation, it's like, even though ain't neither one of them done shit, I still think Trevor Lawrence is a slightly more established mm-hmm. than what Bryce Young is. So, yeah, I kind of went with Carolina, no, not Carolina, but Jacksonville on that one. That was one of the few games that I actually picked right because, boy, them shit sucked.
I was surprised that they let him run on both sides of the ball, though. They said they wouldn't do that.
He played. I mean, now they kind of controlled the snap count a little bit more, but. I mean, he definitely played, so. I
was like, son of a biscuit eater, they did it to me anyway. Okay. Yeah, when I looked at my Lions if they played, I said, I wasn't expecting much more. But I thought they would show a little more heart.
I picked you niggas to win that game, too.
But Green Bay is, they going to be surprised, the surprise of the NFC this year, I think, though.
Yeah, man, we kind of going to have to talk about Green Bay a little bit, too, with this addition of Micah.
Yeah.
Them niggas look real deal.
And Philly didn't impress me at all.
Nah, they don't look like the same team.
They didn't impress me at all.
They don't look like the same team from last season.
I was surprised at Las Vegas. I was like, son of a, I can't win this week. I just like.
I don't even remember who they played.
You see? But they won. Didn't they play Texans?
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs. No, Las Vegas?
Nah.
The Chargers?
The
Raiders.
Yeah, the Chiefs played the Chargers.
The Raiders played the Patriots.
I picked the Patriots. Okay.
I don't think I picked the Patriots.
That's want to get into the picks?
Yeah, let's start with the picks.
Okay.
Before we get into this game for tomorrow.
I sucked.
See if we can get the mic going over here. I don't know if y'all can hear me. 1, 2. We're just go with that. Okay, so for week 1, y'all tied at 9-7.
Sheesh.
I was above 500.
Hey,
y'all are above 500.
I guess that's not such a bad start.
I was expecting to be like 5 picks, and the rest of them I just shitted on. I was like, I got 500.
No, y'all didn't do too bad. I threw my own picks, and I'm gonna compete with y'all this year. And I picked the Chargers over the Chiefs. And so I'm 10-6, and y'all are 9-7.
Wow.
Okay.
That damn Jim Harbaugh, huh?
That's not too bad. I don't think Jim Harbaugh has lost a week 1 matchup since.
They said that.
Yeah. So.
Not even in college.
It makes sense.
I'm like, son of a bitch, this dude.
Because to me, coach his ass off, man.
But he was a slightly above average quarterback. He was an outstanding quarterback in college, but in the pro level, he was just mediocre to me, just a little above average.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is everybody on this bandwagon?
He was a system quarterback.
Quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, shit. The system quarterbacks win, man.
As witnessed with Tom Brady.
If you're in the right system.
In the right system.
And you know how to run that system.
I think Aaron Rodgers is going to do well in Pittsburgh with this system.
He kind of shocked me, too. Justin Fields looked good in his Jets debut.
What the heck?
Shock you a little bit?
He did.
A little bit.
He did.
I'm not going to lie.
But you were thinking, where was this when we needed you, bro?
I mean, well, shit. We knew he could run. So that was never in question. The thing was, can you throw the ball over the goddamn middle of the field? And to his career, like, I was in on getting off of Justin when we got off of him. I gave him a chance. He proved to me enough of he wasn't the guy that we needed to complete the job, to get the job done. Like, so if you're going to wait for a guy to pop in year 6, like, okay. But how often, you know what I'm saying? But, like, how often does that fucking happen?
Year 6? Dude, I mean, by year 6, most quarterbacks that they haven't flourished, they're already
out of the league.
They're in a booth with a microphone somewhere.
Backup at the very least. I mean, but like back in the day, like you used to give quarterbacks more time to develop, you know, but you wouldn't come on the field your first couple seasons unless you were in like a blowout situation or, you know, bar an injury or something.
You were extremely gifted.
The shit, but even like the gifted quarterbacks have to wait. Like the best gifted quarterbacks that we've seen still waited for a period of time.
Most of them, believe it or not, were forced in by injuries usually.
Right. Like I said, or something like drastic.
Yeah, something drastic. So, I mean, to me, I do not use college as a barometer for pros anymore. I quit doing that a long time ago, and Johnny Mansell, he proved it out to me.
Johnny Football.
Reggie Bush proved it out to me, and several others.
So Reggie was fucked up because he went to a good situation, but he wasn't utilized. Like, he wasn't the feature back. It was Deuce McAllister that was the feature back, and then, you know, they were like the two-headed monster, and then they ended up drafting Mark Ingram to be that goal line back. You know what I mean? So they kind of had like a three-headed monster. I kind of feel like that derailed Mark Henry's. Not Mark Henry. I'm in a whole nother fucking sport. But Mark Ingram's career as well, because he never really got a chance to, you know, establish himself as a premier back.
Well, I always thought that the most telling situation I saw with Reggie Bush was when he was coming into the league and he worked out with LT, and it overwhelmed him. I said, he ain't ready. He was like, man, this is the most grueling. This is ridiculous. And LT was like,
this a normal workout.
This a normal workout.
This a Tuesday, nigga.
This a pro workout, man. You ain't in college no more.
Right.
And I was thinking, yeah, he's in over his head.
See, and it also depends on, again, what system you come out of. Because if you coming out of somewhere like Alabama, it's like, okay, yeah, these are normal workouts. But coming out of USC, it's probably like, yeah, we chilling in the sun.
Southern California.
You know, so.
Fun in the sun.
Anyway, let's get into it. We got the bottom of the basement bowl tomorrow. We got the Bears at the Lions at Ford Field, 1 o'clock kickoff. What's your expectation for the game, first and foremost?
I think they're both going to fumble their way through the first 3 quarters, and the Lions are going to pull out in the fourth quarter. Because what I saw with the Bears last week was that they are once again finding ways to lose.
Definitely got to learn how to win.
They're finding ways to lose.
Unfortunately, I have to agree with you. It looked like more carryover from last season that I'm comfortable admitting that I was willing to accept. Like, I expected it to kind of be a slow start and it take time to develop. You know, it's a new scheme, new system, new everything, new coordinators, new coaches. But I wasn't expecting to see as much
ineptitude.
I mean, shit. If the shoe fits, you know, you kind of got to lace that bitch up. So,
well, I expected the same thing from the Lions. I was like, you know, they're going to be filling some stuff out, and they got to rebuy into the system again, despite the fact that they promoted from within. This is different voices and different mentalities in your head. So
the thing that was interesting to me about the game is the issues that came up weren't issues that I was expecting. You know, Caleb didn't have accuracy issues coming out of college.
Yeah.
So the fact that, you know, the accuracy issues kind of persisted. Like, we understand the NFL is a different speed, so it's a different ball game. But you adjust once you get the live reps. Like, there was good and there was bad. You know, when he was on script, I was appreciative of that. Started 10 for 10 because it's like, well, shit, last season we didn't even get the beginning of the game script. It was just like, you got it. Generational talent. So, but after that, it was kind of like, okay, well, what do we do now? And he needs to hit the layups.
You know what? That is something that I see so often in the NFL. I'm like, dude, you were making spectacular threes, but you're blowing the bunnies.
Yeah, man.
And I think I would say the opposite for the Lions. We're hitting layups and not hitting threes.
See, the thing about the Lions that was interesting this past week was the lack of urgency.
It's like we're just going through the motions.
Yeah, it was the lack of urgency. Like, it's the same talent and same team, but it didn't look the same.
We won 15 games last year. We'd be all right.
Yeah,
and I'm like, nah, bro.
That goes with just being spoiled, though. You know what I'm saying? And expecting shit like to be handed to you in the essence. And so those guys at Green Bay wanted that shit more, especially when Micah's there, especially when they haven't lost a game opener and bumblefuck who knows how long themselves. You know, like that pride of let's go knock them in the mouth. They just had it more. Like,
well, you know what, Lambeau Field, like Soldier Field, like the Steelers. Some teams just have a built-in advantage on their home field.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It's just
home field advantage is kind of like a 12th man for
real. 12th man. I mean,
yeah.
Seattle had it for a while, but they've lost it.
You got like Arrowhead,
KC, exactly.
Yeah.
And you like, it's like you go into it and it's almost like the moment is too big for you. And you go, holy crap, look at this. And when you go into a pro stadium, it's so different from a college stadium because people are just crammed in and they're domed up and they're all on top of you. And it's just louder. College have bigger stadiums, but the pros have the louder stadiums.
Right.
And I think when they design those things, they design them with
purpose.
Acoustics in mind.
Right, yeah, of course.
Because the first time I was at Ford Field, I was like, okay, this ain't the Silverdome. This ain't the Silverdome. When you got people in your face and they're hollering and you're trying to scream, but you won't hear yourself, and you're like, am I really a part of this process? Because I don't hear shit I'm saying. And everybody around me, ah! And then you lean forward out of the earshot of the idiot behind you, and you realize this is everybody. Holy shit, this is, I mean, that's what's green too then. Ah! And I was like, damn, this is loud.
Yeah, and then you get to the end of the game and your voice is hoarse.
Your horses.
I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So yeah. But so I don't really have an expectation for the game. I do have a hot take. Whoever ends up losing this game is probably going to end up being in the basement of the division. I mean, you're definitely starting in the basement. So we're a little more accustomed to being in that position than you guys are as of recent years.
Recent years, yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's going to be a war of attrition. Who commits the least amount of mistakes? Because we definitely have to cut back on the pre-snap penalties, the pre-snap motion shifts, and delay a game, false starts, and shit like that.
But once again, though, I still think that the Central, this is going to be a very tough division to win.
See, this is how you showing your age there, brother.
You know what I'm saying. The North, okay. It's going to be.
It ain't been a Central in a long time, my dog.
I'll revert back to that because I still go back to the black and blue league that it used to be.
It's still the black and blue division.
But I think it's going to probably be the toughest division in football, though. I think everybody else is going to blow hot and cold all year, and we're going to beat the shit out of each other.
I would agree.
And I think
it's going to be a bloodbath
because I'm not even afraid of the Ravens anymore.
So and I was just about to say the problem being is like where do you rattle off wins outside the division, and that's going to be the biggest indicator. You know what I mean? Like who can beat the Ravens? Who can beat the Bengals?
Ravens can beat the Ravens. That's who can beat Ravens. They're doing what I see them doing last year. They're pulling the defeat out of the victory again. So.
They still put up a 40 ball.
They did, but it's Buffalo's defense that impressive though.
They made some key additions, and it really wasn't the defense that wheeled them back anyway. They made a couple stops.
Yeah, well,
but it was that Buffalo offense that got going late.
So both teams put up 40 points though.
Right.
So,
but going into the fourth quarter, it was 40-25.
Yeah,
and ended up being 41-40.
That's why I say who can beat the Ravens? The Ravens can beat the Ravens.
I mean, that's a fact. It's an any given Sunday type thing. But I'm gonna be honest, like this game this past weekend with the Lions is the first time I think since you guys played the Ravens that I saw you guys kind of come out and play that timid. Like it was like you kind of didn't know what to do, and it was like, oh shit, let's just survive this instead
that
of
was a degree of trepidation and just kind of just go through the motion. Because I felt like I was watching Dan Campbell on the sideline as I am wanting to do, and I was like, he don't even have the fire in him either.
It's a different ball game.
I was wondering, are they just playing possum here?
It's a different ball game. You saw what Jared Goff looks like when he gets uncomfortable.
Yeah, he needs at least 3 seconds, and 2.9 is like a big difference for him.
So, like, my keys to victory for this game are: can we win at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage, both sides of the ball, with the Lions' interior being, still new and still trying to figure shit out? Can we get pressure from the interior with guys like Grady Jarrett and Javon Dexter? Like, can guys get home? Can we get guys on the edge, Dio Dangbo and Montez Sweat? Can we get them going? We get Jalen Johnson back in the secondary, but we're still without our nickel corner and Kyler Gordon.
See, I think that Montez Sweat has seen better years.
Definitely, I think he's on the wrong side of the hill.
Yeah, and I think to myself, I said, I don't know if you can pressure. If you can't pressure Jared Goff, you guys are going to get toasted. Because you just give him any degree of comfort and get him to a rhythm.
And he could just sit back there and pick you off. And that's another thing, too. Like, winning at the point of attack, can we minimize that run game? Can we keep Jahmyr Gibbs from consistently popping off 8-9 yard runs that lead to, the play action setup and, things of that nature? So we got to start hot and we got to stay hot. We have to make the proper adjustments. Can Caleb cook? Can you not fuck up the layups? And can your intermediate to deep route accuracy improve from a week-to-week basis? Because we kind of needed to. Last year, I think his total stats, he was like 40 for 70-ish, somewhere in that range, with about 600 yards, 5 touchdowns, and no picks through the 2 games. So can we keep that? Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, we didn't score enough points to win either one of those games. Thank you, Matt Eberflus, because one game, it was the score had a measurable distance for us to be able to win. But the second game, we literally lost by 3, and you're still holding on to that timeout, you asshole. So, I just think those are our keys to victory. Can we run the football effectively? Can we grow? Can we minimize the mistake? That's a lot to ask for.
Well, I'm wondering myself in week 2, what kind of progression is going to be made around the league, because I saw a lot of question marks and a lot of teams on week 1, and I was like, okay, this is the first week, new stuff, new year, new how would I say it, expectations, just all kind of new stuff, and everybody is still trying to get their sea legs, if you will. So I didn't put a lot of stock into that, but I just didn't see the Lions putting the effort forth. And I said, you could say a lot of things about us last year, but effort was not one of them. And I was like, I just didn't see the effort. Yeah,
they definitely got to come out a little bit.
They were cruising.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you're not in a position to cruise. You haven't won anything.
But you could tell they were trying to, figure it out to get going, and it just never quite got going. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what I was alluding to earlier in the offseason when you bring in, Ben Johnson didn't exactly leave the playbook behind.
No, he didn't.
So it's gonna be different schemes. It's gonna look different. You know what I mean? So how fast does it take to click and find that identity of who you want to be? Because we know you're a talented team. Yet I still think you guys might be playing catch up. I think Green Bay might fuck around and run away with the division, especially with
the class of the division.
With this Micah addition, you know.
You know what? When I saw his effect on the locker room, I was like, oh shit,
And it was immediate.
here we go. And so he came in with a lightheartedness and a
$400,000 chains. They can't do shit on the field though. It's just, hey man.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, I really can appreciate having been to the Lansing, having been to Austin now, the camaraderie and the school spirit that these college cities have. It's just football. I mean, the sports in general make these college towns just worthwhile. It's like it's their existence.
Right.
When you go down to Austin, Texas, and all you see is burnt orange everywhere, just burnt orange. Like damn, burnt oranges. I never liked that color, but it's so ubiquitous you can't help but look at it and say, well, ain't that bad a color after
Yeah,
all.
y'all gonna hate me tomorrow, nigga. Y'all gonna hate me tomorrow. Oh, y'all gonna hate me tomorrow. I'm talking cash shit. I might hop on this motherfucker by myself just to talk shit. Let us win first, cause I might change my mind.
Say, don't.
But anyway,
I'm no razor blades handy nowhere.
we gonna be back next week. We might have a special episode. Have a couple of extra guests on. We gonna see how I work out if motherfuckers is available. But y'all free Monday?
Let's do it.
Depending on how this game play out.
I couldn't do Monday.
Oh shit,
Wanna do
that
Tuesday?
sucks. Well, my people availability is Monday, so
What time? We'll talk about it. All right.
I mean,
Yeah.
probably off. I mean, earlier the better.
We'll get to it. But anyway, we appreciate y'all for tapping in and talking shit with us. Make sure y'all bear down. Yeah, y'all heard what I said. We out of here.